What's going on, guys? Josh here from Momentum Productions, and today I have the Moza Air gimbal. And this is so cool because I've been waiting to get this gimbal for a while now. It is the only gimbal on the market that comes complete with a dual handle grip setup. Now, why would you need a dual handle grip setup? This dual handle system will allow you to get more accurate shots, and it's a lot easier to control the gimbal, and it will be a lot easier to hold as well because you are evenly distributing the weight between two hands instead of just one. So let's take a look and see what's inside. The Moza Air comes with a hard shell case, which is shock absorbent and water resistant. Once you open the case, you are greeted with the manual. Make sure you take a look at it before you start operating the gimbal. In the case are the dual handles, 3 batteries, the gimbal itself, accessory mount, tabletop tripod, crossbar for the dual handles, and the single handle grip. The remote controller is an added bonus and it can be purchased separately. It carries with it a ton of extra features, so consider getting it. Start the assembly process by taking the 3 included batteries and placing them into the main handle of the gimbal. Then screw it on to the gimbal body. Then you can take the tabletop tripod and screw it to the bottom of the handle. Before we continue the setup with our dual handle system, let's talk about the materials used to make this gimbal. The whole entire gimbal is composed of an aluminum alloy. It's strong yet very light. These materials are fantastic. And if you take a close look, you'll notice that all wires and cables are nicely hidden within the gimbal. Located on the side of the main handle, we have an accessory port meant for monitors, microphones, or anything to your liking. Then, on the main part of the handle, we have the thumbstick controller, which also acts as a gimbal mode button, and we have the power button right under it. The thumbstick controller provides smooth and fluid movements, making it a joy to use. With its rubberized grip, the main gimbal handle is fantastic to hold, and it's slip resistant. Other gimbals, like the Gimbal crane, do not have this feature. Installing the dual handle system is easy. All we need to do is take our crossbar, place it on the upper portion of the handle, and lock it in place. Then take the accessory mount and mount the remote controller on it using the included thumb screw. Then slide the accessory mount with the remote controller onto the crossbar and lock it in place. Then, repeat the process with the dual handles. When using the dual handles, I did notice that they tend to slip every now and then. That is because there is no rubberized padding on the insides of these handles. Metal on metal will not grip too well. Placing some tape or pieces of Velcro inside the handles can help out with this situation. Hopefully they can fix this in a future update of this product. Balancing my camera on this gimbal was extremely easy. We have printed labels on each axis on the gimbal. That way you can quickly rebalance your camera for your next shoot. With the rubberized camera mounting area, my camera was safe and secure. Using the included camera connection cable, connect the cable into the gimbal. Look under the pitch motor and you will see an output for the connection cable. Then attach the other end of the connection cable into your camera. Here we have the Moza Air on the left and the Gimbal crane on the right. Take a look at what happens to the roll arm on the Gimbal crane. There is not enough clearance. However, when we take a look at the Moza Air, we have much more clearance on the roll arm, which means that we can do a full rotation on the roll motor. That's excellent. You'll notice that the main arm on the Moza Air is slightly shorter than on the Gimbal crane. It goes up almost immediately after going out of the pan motor. The Gimbal crane goes out much more and then up. That's what's causing the clearance issue on the Gimbal crane. By downloading the Moza app, we are able to wirelessly control our gimbal, and there are a ton of other features as well. We can see the current battery status and Bluetooth status right on the home screen. We can also access motor parameters and change them as we wish. We can easily change motor power by using the pre-programmed profiles ranging from 0.5 kilogram to 2.5 kilograms. With my current setup, I only need to use the lightest profile. After your settings are set, click on Save Parameters. You can also calibrate the gyroscope and accelerometer. And to top it all off, this app also supports time lapses. You can manually set keyframes and set up every single parameter you wish. And with the gimbal's 8-hour battery life, you can capture some great time lapses. This app is the most user-friendly app I've ever seen for a gimbal. However, it does have some issues when using the time-lapse function. The gimbal tends to go out of control at times, so make sure you watch out for that. I am sure that they will release a firmware update that will fix that issue, so make sure that your firmware is constantly up to date. We also have the option of using our phones to control the camera's pan, tilt, and roll axis. The thumbstick controller comes with a bunch of functions. We have a beautiful LCD display that shows us all the information that we need, such as battery life on the remote controller and gimbal itself. And when using the included camera cable, you can control the camera shutter and start and stop button using the remote controller. A lot of settings that were seen inside the Moza app can also be seen and changed within the remote controller, such as calibration, motor torque, and follow modes. Are you ready to see my favorite feature? The controller has its own gyroscope, which means that I can mount it on the dual handle system and wirelessly control the gimbal. This is called Mimic. This will allow you to get much more accurate shots using hand movements, and it has a controllable range of over 150 feet. The overall smoothness and stability of this gimbal is phenomenal. No need to use digital stabilization software. This gimbal does it all. Here's a shot of me using the gimbal on the sand while running. See how stable it is? Even when climbing rocks, this gimbal does an excellent job stabilizing your camera. If you want to see more test footage, click on the card above. That's the Moza Air. If you want to learn more about this product or want to buy it, click on the link in the description box below. Don't forget to give this video a big like, share it with your friends, and subscribe with notifications on. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.